Welcome back, everybody. Today we got another Kevin Samuels classic. And trust me, this one goes left fast.
Hello.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you. And you?
I am well. How do you pronounce your name?
Ketsia.
Ketsia. Okay.
Yes.
Black women, case study. Would you rather be together or die alone?
Well, it looks like, the black community seems to have an attitude that, they don't want to take any crap and they rather be alone than to overcome whatever you need to overcome in order to have a successful marriage. So that seems to be the theme.
Okay.
And overall, I'm usually sleeping at this time, so it's really difficult for me to call in on your show. But I did want to call in to emphasize the fact that I think that you're right on. I'm one of these women, I guess by accident, that ended up marrying a value man. I didn't understand my asset of having a high value of market value when you're young and you're beautiful. I come from a very religion background, so my physical attraction was not something that I wanted to use. But I was approached a lot by
So
men,
how long you been
high value
married?
men. Altogether, we've been together for 20 years on and off.
Okay.
So married altogether 10 years.
So you have any children?
Yeah. Yeah, we have 2 children together.
A daughter?
Yeah, 1 daughter and 1 son.
What are you going to teach your daughter about this, about marriage? And your son?
Well, I mean, I'm teaching them by the way I'm conducting my life. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
I do have
How old is your daughter?
She's 4.
Okay. And how old is your son?
He's 7.
Okay. Children learn a lot by viewing. That's true. But it would also do well if you were to talk to your daughter and openly talk to her and say the things that she needs to know. Don't assume.
Yeah, as she gets older, for sure. I
Well,
think we'll
but
have.
see, the thing is, she's 4. She should already be learning about this. They start young. They're supposed to
Well,
start.
I mean,
Okay, they're supposed to start young. I'm not talking about marriage, but I'm talking about my daughter was going to princess birthday parties at 5 years old. And you're how old?
I'm now 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
I
around.
mean, we cook together.
You cook together. That's good. But I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Okay, I'm 51, and I remember you didn't have to wait to be 18 to talk about relationships. Boys and girls relationship stuff, that was early on. And they need to start hearing it from their mothers and fathers before they hear it from their friends on the playground or on the internet. So,
Right.
I mean, oftentimes parents wait to talk about relationships because they fear to talk about sex. And like it or not, if you live in this country, you better get ahead of it, because you'll find out that by the time they're 10 years old, these kids are talking about oral and anal. And yes, I've had to deal with it myself.
I mean, I think I talk about it indirectly with her. Like,
But
it could be little things like.
And that's why I said, and see why indirectly. Why not be direct? Because she has an understanding of a child. Why not be direct?
I thought maybe that 4 years old it's too young, maybe,
No.
but maybe you're right. Okay.
Where do babies come from? You can use the stork, the Cabbage Patch, but kids need to understand that the opposite of them has a purpose. Why do other cultures? Where are you from? Where are your people from?
Originally Haiti.
All right. Well, go back to the continent. At what age did girls start learning their place in the village? They start learning it very early, man.
I show her videos of her birth. I had a home birth.
I don't talk. I'm talking about. Okay. You're still missing the relationship with the boys.
Okay.
You're not getting it. And I'm talking about teaching her how to be a girl. She can learn that from you. I'm talking about hearing it from her mother as to what men are for. And you said it yourself. You just kind of lucked up. Well, guess what? If you don't take control of this and steer it, she may not get as lucky as you. Because what I'm hearing from you right now
Okay.
is troubling for me.
Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't see it that way. So I mean,
I'm
I'll
just
I'll take
bringing
this.
it to your attention, ma'am. Don't wait till she's
Mhm.
10. She's
Mhm.
4. Her mind is
Right.
still young. It's forming. And at what age do you think these kids actually start talking about the opposite sex? I mean, I remember kids playing doctor at 7 years old, and come on, man, that was 1974.
Right.
All right.
Okay. Maybe I didn't realize that they're that aware at that
Yeah,
age.
most
So.
honestly, most black people are afraid to talk about relationships because you don't want to talk about sex, and that's some bullshit. We got to get over that.
Mm,
Thank you.
all right. Thank you.
Appreciate it, though. I'm not trying to hear from a bunch of dudes on this subject. I didn't ask dudes to join in here. If you're a man, I'm not asking you to join the subject. No offense, but when I have the guys call in, the guys call in. You guys keep trying to call in. It's not your show. It says right there in the title, would black women rather get together or die alone? I don't think anybody wants to hear from black men on what black women are thinking. Respect the show, guys. When it's your turn to call in, we'll have shows with you. So right. It even says it in the link. Ladies, join the show. So when I see a big bald head guy join the chat room, I'm like, you gotta be tripping. Or you can't read. And that's not cool. You need to unmute Soroya. See, think about the call I just had.
Hello.
Go ahead. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
How do you pronounce your first name?
Soria.
Saria. Thank you, Saria. How old are you?
Yes. Hi. I'm 34.
34. Uh-oh, you in the, what are you in?
I'm married. I'm married.
Oh, yeah, she's not in the danger zone. But you're still in the danger. Okay.
No.
How long you been
I
married?
just wanted to
How
call
long you been
because
married?
I just
How long have you been married?
5 years.
Okay. Go ahead.
5 years. I was calling because I hear a lot of the women saying they want 6-figure men. And when I got married 5 years ago, my husband made over 6 figures. But as soon as I got married, my father passed away from cancer. My husband, another year after that, he had. Hello?
I'm here.
Oh, a year after that, my husband had a stroke. And then another year after that, he had a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to help him through all of that. He had to learn how to walk again. Very smart man. Had to learn how to walk again and everything.
You
We
got
had
how
ups
much
and
older?
downs.
How old is he?
He's 36
Okay.
now. He was young.
Really?
Some of it is genetic. His father had it
Okay.
and things like,
Go ahead.
But the point I'm trying to make is that I had to go through all of that. Yes, he was grouchy at times. Yes, I had my things and stuff like that.
Hold on just a second. 4 is not too young to be learning about what the sexes are for. About the black people are crazy in this thing. Go look at your Asian counterparts. Go look at your Jewish counterparts. Go look at people over in the Middle East. Go look over at your people who are over in over in India. You guys are killing me with this stuff. Talk about it's too young. It's too young to be talking about sex. But little boys are made of snips and snails and puppy dog tails. Girls are sugar and spice and everything nice. What do you think these rhymes came up for? Shut up. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So my point is that I think a lot of times women, when they think about getting men, they think, oh, I'm going to get this guy and everything is going to be my fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to stick through it even when you have the hard times, because now his mind, nothing happens to his mind. His mind is the same. You would never know he had any of this happen. God blessed us, and he's back making his money and everything else. So it's like nothing ever happened.
Okay,
basically.
so when your husband fell ill, did you have anybody asking whether or not did you have any female friends asking you whether or not you were going to stay or leave?
I didn't have that as much, but I had people say, "Oh, you have a lot of patience, girl. If that was me, I don't know if I could do all of that."
Okay, let's talk
that
to me
type
about
of
that.
thing.
Talk to me about that.
Hmm.
You had female friends saying that you got a lot of patience to deal with your husband.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And
Because they felt like, they said, oh, you're so young to go through that.
mhm.
And, that type of thing. And they wouldn't have been able to deal with that. I mean, I literally had to help with everything. Even he had a small
okay,
business and things like that.
I get it, but I want to focus right there.
Okay.
You were how old when your husband suffered a stroke?
That was in 2016, and I'm 34 now.
So
So
30.
I was in my
So
early
you
30s.
had
Yeah.
friends saying, basically, you better than me because I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
How'd that make you feel?
Yeah. It's emotional for me now because I love my husband, and he loves me. He was there for me. And now that I'm looking back, like, we're better than ever. The money's coming in more. You understand? Because
But
when
let's
you
not
work
focus on
together,
the money. I want to stay right
yeah.
there. Because was it more than
hmm
one woman? Was it more than one conversation?
If it's just the general, yeah, it was the general, and the general
Yeah, I
feeling. And
do.
I hear it more,
I do. But see, that's the
even with other
point. That's the
people.
point. That a woman is married
hmm
to her husband, and then when a rocky time happens, the single girlfriends were not being supportive. They were
hmm
more likely to see. This is why I mean dying alone. Do those women sound
hmm
like they would? If your husband had to be married to one of those women, they sound like the kind of women that would uh unplug the
Leave.
machine. I mean, just think about that. You're young and you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that. So basically, that marriage is only supposed to be complete upside. There can't be any troubles or hardships. Are you still friends with these women?
Not, no, not all of them, because some of them, even when I got married, they didn't even show up.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
that's what it's like. So you're out there.
Well, good for
I'm
you.
telling women now, when you get married, if you think everybody's going to be rallying around you and it's going to be so perfect, it may not. But you have to stick it out because they're going to be the ones to suffer, not you.
There you go. I'm gonna focus more on that
That's
point.
it.
But thank you. Bye bye.
Gentlemen, this Kevin Samuels conversation goes beyond dating. He's talking about what happens after you finally get the relationship you say you wanted. She's 40 years old, has 2 children, and says she was fortunate to end up with what she considers a high-value man. But then she makes a broader complaint about the black community, saying there's too much attitude and entitlement. And Kevin immediately turns the question back toward her. If you believe the next generation is making the wrong relationship choices, what are you teaching your own children? Because getting a good man is only part of the equation. Knowing how to recognize a good man is one thing. Knowing how to build a healthy relationship with him is another. And Kevin's point about her children is important. If you were fortunate enough to find a strong partner, you can't simply assume your children will automatically understand what made that relationship work. They have to be taught. They need to understand respect. They need to understand responsibility. They need to understand how to communicate. They need to understand that relationships aren't simply about finding somebody with money or status. And most importantly, they need to understand that getting lucky once doesn't mean the next generation will automatically know how to reproduce the outcome. That's the danger of assuming children will figure it out. They may not. And gentlemen, this applies to fathers as well. If you want your sons and daughters to make better relationship decisions than previous generations, don't just tell them what to avoid. Show them what healthy relationships look like. Teach them how to communicate. Teach them how to recognize character. Teach them that attraction isn't enough to sustain a marriage. Teach them that having a successful partner isn't the finish line. It's the beginning of another responsibility, maintaining the relationship. That's why Kevin's question hits differently. He isn't simply asking whether she found a good man. He's asking, did you learn enough from that experience to teach your children how to build something similar? Because luck can open a door, but skills, character, and discipline are what help you stay in the room. So, gentlemen, here's the question. Should parents actively teach their children how to build and maintain healthy relationships, or should children simply figure it out for themselves? Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.